Hey guys, Stag, Wolf and Stag Wastelanders, coming at you with the driving videos. It's about the only thing I can do right now. Kind of in the truck, driving on about my job. Wanted to talk to you guys about the giveaways. Let you guys know that we have another giveaway coming up. Those that didn't win, that were entered in the previous giveaway, will be automatically re-entered. So you guys don't worry about that. You guys will be automatically re-entered to win a Streamlight rifle light. So that'll be coming out soon. Hopefully in the next week or so. I gotta unbury the light from where I have it stashed away. It is rechargeable, so you guys know. Wanted to make some comments on stuff going on in the world politically and things like that. Currently, you guys know what's going on in the Ukraine. I understand it's a hot button topic with a lot of people. For us, we have, I don't have any. I mean, I have a contact that's with that group, or that's Ukrainian himself. I stand with the people of Ukraine. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Wolfen has not just our contact, but another contact in Ukraine. It's kind of a soup sandwich situation. But on the flip side of that, I've been focusing more of my energy here within the States. We have a lot of stuff to worry about, and we can't help our brothers and sisters somewhere else if we can't help ourselves. So on our side of it, we have a lot of issues regarding the Second Amendment and regarding what's going on out in the world and what's going on within our own borders. So we have Joe Tato, and I didn't make anything over Ostera or Easter or whatever you want to call it, because I was with family. I did the quick draw, so I couldn't really do much. But you guys will notice I also trimmed up the hair and the beard since then. But we had, prior to that, we had the ghost gun thing, and I wanted to read the AFT's documents on it and their new rulings. And basically, they're again, blatant violation of the Constitution, blatant violation of the law, and the Brandon administration's blatant violations of the Constitution and the law. What it boils down to is he wants to make it illegal for us to make firearms. Something that is our God-given right, something we've been doing in this nation, God or gods or whatever you want to say, given right. Something that's been going on in this nation since the founding. And oddly enough, all of a sudden we have all these mass shootings popping up and supposedly ghost guns, which they're including guns that had the serial numbers scratched off, and if you damage a serial number on a firearm, it's already a federal crime. I mean, why are we not enforcing the crimes on the books? Why are we making law-abiding citizens criminals? It's simple. The anti-gunners don't want us to have guns. The totalitarians they want complete and utter control over everything. So they want to remove our freedoms. So we have that fight going on. At the same time, we have the supply chain issues. So we have everything going on with supply chain. We're not getting enough supplies. My wife just went grocery shopping when we got back, and Walmart shelves are practically bare. It's hard enough to get get groceries when you have to do it on a fixed budget, and when you've had to eat into your stores because you lost your job. That was the situation we were in. We had to eat into our supplies because I'd been laid off for 10 months prior to getting my new job, the one I'm currently at. So we turn around, we watch all this stuff going down, and we knew this was coming. My wife and I discussed this for quite a while. Mrs. Stagg and I had discussed all the situations going on. We knew that this was coming. We'd been stockpiling, trying to stockpile ammunition, trying to stockpile food. But when you have growing kids, it's hard to stockpile food. And, you know, then when you're laid off, it's extremely hard to keep those stores. We're watching rampant inflation just take hold of everything. Fuel costs. I feel bad enough putting fuel in the work truck, even though it's not my money, it's the company's money, and it's really difficult for me every time I fuel up this pig. So I cringe when I see it. I've invested in some cryptos and things like that. Haven't really made a lot of money on it. Hoping that I will, but chances are I've probably gotten in too late. You know, thus is life, right? So we have all this stuff going on. People get mad at us for, you know, asking for money. Well, I'm going to reiterate this. The front end on my Trailblazer needs fixed. I can't afford with my job to fix it because it's either pay bills and, you know, pay my mortgage and keep a roof over our heads, or fix my Trailblazer. If I fix or buy a new vehicle, which I can't afford. So, you know, we try to ask for your guys' support, and a lot of people are like, well, you guys are just e-begging and blah, 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 blah. Well, we've stopped asking for your guys' support because we're doing this all 100% out of our pocket. Well, if we're doing this out of our pocket and we can't afford to pay for fuel, we can't afford to pay for ammunition, we can't buy new weapons, we can't go and do things, and we can't go and do all the stuff that you guys want us to do, you're not going to get what you want out of us. We're not going to get what we want out of this channel. We're not going to be able to do the things that we want to do with this channel. And so those are some of the things that we're dealing with right now. And a lot of you guys, you know, a lot of people are complaining about it. They complain to Wolfen on Instagram. They complain to us in the comments. And the problem is, you guys don't understand how hard and how difficult it is to really go out and do this stuff. You guys sit at home, or you guys have a high-paying job. Well, we don't. That's just a fact of life. We started this channel to try to make something of ourselves, try to be resourceful, but at the same time, we know that we got to work regular jobs to be able to do this kind of stuff. And it's difficult for us to go out and do the stuff you guys want and do the videos you guys want, you know, and then we have people complaining and telling us that we need to be like Grand Thumb. Well, we're not Grand Thumb. We don't make the kind of money he makes, and without support like people give to him, we can't do that. We can't afford to. Those are the realities. So we're doing the best we can. We're attempting to do what we can do to make videos for you guys, to do giveaways, to encourage people to come to the channel. We're trying everything we can. But it's you know, people are not people want to hear, or they want to get the giveaways, they want to get the give me's, they want to do what they want us to do, what they want, not what we're capable of doing or what we have the ability to do. So in the current climate, politically and economically, we're not able to do the stuff you guys want us to do. And that's just a fact of life. We can't afford to do that. You know. So I'm going to keep making these in the vehicle videos and try to do the best I can do, and try to speak to political stuff and try to keep you guys engaged and informed. But frankly, you're going to have to bear with us, or you're going to have to support us. You're going to have to decide one way or the other. Rather you're going to bear with us and deal with it and just take it, or you're going to support us financially so we can do that kind of stuff. Those are your only two options at this point. Well, there's a third option, which is you can unsubscribe, which I would hope you guys wouldn't. I would hope everyone would understand, but there's too many people that are all about me, and not about trying to build a community, which is what we're trying to do with this channel. So yeah, maybe I'm a little bit bitter, maybe I'm ranting a little, and maybe I'm a little angry. But when you guys attack us and come at us about stuff, and we brush it off, and it just builds and builds and builds and builds and builds and builds like an avalanche building up speed, or a rock slide building up speed coming down a hill. It eventually comes to a point where it reaches critical mass, and now, it's been eating away at me. It's been eating away at Wolfen. We've been trying our damnedest over the past few years to do everything that we need to do, and you guys, or that we want to do, and try to give you guys the content that you want. And yet we have people coming at us and attacking us because, you're not like Grant Thumb. You're not doing what Demo Ranch is doing. I'm not going to speak to the stuff. I haven't met those guys personally. I know that Nash has met, or that Wolfen's met. Wolfen has personally met both Matt. He's met Brendan Herrera. He's met Matt. We've met Hank Strange. I've had conversations with Hank Strange on the phone. He's met Flannel Daddy in person. Brandon Herrera and Flannel Daddy and Hank Strange, great people in real life, like great, honest people, like they are on their channels. Tim from Military Arms, I can't speak to this because I haven't met him or spoken with him, but I know that at one point Wolfen met him at a SHOT Show, said he's a great guy. But when it comes to like Demolition Ranch, I won't speak to that. If you want information, you can speak to Wolfen or whatever, but speak to him in DMs or private message. Speak to him about his personal experience. But for you guys to say that we need to emulate these other guys, that's not what we do. We're trying to do our own thing. Okay? I've had the conversation with Hank Strange. He's told me to continue doing what we're doing. To continue charting our own path. And like you said, it's very hard. Like Hank told me this personally, it's very hard to break into this community, to do these kind of things. We try to do the prepping videos. We try to give you guys ideas. We're trying to shift focus into preparedness and bushcraft. Very hard to do. Very hard to do on a limited budget as well. And so I need what I'm trying to get through to you guys is, in the current economic climate, the current climate out there in the world, it's very hard for us to do this kind of stuff. It's very hard for us to be able to afford things. Like this summer, we were trying to work out a plan where Wolfen was going to come up here to my neck of the wasteland, and we were going to do videos together. Unfortunately, thanks to the economic climate, it's just not feasible. financially, it's not feasible. Neither one of us can afford it. He can't afford to come all the way up here. Just the fuel cost alone and flying alone, it's just not, the logistics of it's just not there. We don't have the finances to do it. We don't have the ability to do this kind of stuff, to do that. And yet, we have people coming on to the channel complaining that we're not doing that. We're not going out and shooting more. Well, I can't afford to buy the ammo. Again, it's feed my family, buy the ammunition, drive out there in a vehicle that I'm worried is not going to make it back from out where I got to go to film the shooting videos and things. And you guys see where I'm getting at. So without help, we can't do that. And we were trying to make this channel something where we're self-made. We have spent money to make money, and yet we have poured money into it, and we have not made anything back. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? We have not made anything back. We have poured into it, and people consume stuff for free, but we have made nothing. YouTube pays us nothing. All right, we get nothing. We don't have enough. They keep changing the game on us, so we have no ad revenue. We have no money coming in from doing this. So it's getting very frustrating for both Wolfen and I, and sometimes we get at each other's throats because we try to do these videos for you guys. We try to do all this stuff, and you guys get mad because we're asking for money or we're asking for help, or and every little bit would help. Every little bit would go into filming. Every little bit would go into doing things. And yet there's people coming on here complaining at us, well, you guys need to go and do this. Okay, well, are you supporting us? Are you helping us? And I know I've ranted about this before, but it's a very real problem. And for you to complain because we're not doing what you want us to do, but you're not supporting us financially. Our Etsy store got shut down because our patches, they got called by Etsy symbols of white supremacy and hate symbols. Our symbol's not a hate symbol. And then on top of that, we have another individual who literally is stealing our emblem and trying to pass it off as their own. So these are the frustrations that we're dealing with. These are the things we're trying to do. I would love to strike it big in crypto and be able to use that money to do better videos, to buy a new vehicle so I can go out somewhere or fix up the current vehicle I have, go out there and buy more guns and do things and do more videos and buy more ammunition and buy more supplies and do overnight videos and do building a survival shelter in the wilderness. What I can find to survive on for a short time in my neck of the wasteland. But we can't do that without your support. So I'm going to ask you guys to go to our previous videos where we have all our links. Go to our Patreon. We're going to start doing, we're trying to do videos that are Patreon exclusive, but nobody's going over there. We have one supporter. That doesn't pay a whole lot. We actually told him we're just going to go ahead and suspend the payments from him because there's one guy. We posted the links. That doesn't seem to work. So it's just, it's getting more and more stressful and irritating for us because we have so much to do and everything is coming out of our own pockets. And then you guys complain at us because we're asking for a little bit of help. So maybe I shouldn't make this video. I haven't talked it over with Wolfen, but I'm going to vent our frustrations in this video. So I hope you guys understand. I hope you guys see where we're coming from. And maybe you guys will, start caring and start donating to us and start helping us out to make these videos. So as always, this has been Stag with Wolfen Stag Wastelanders, and I'll see you in the Wasteland.